once we became profitable and the business was like this,
I was working a ton of hours. Hey, this is Shareese with Skinphorea. Welcome back. I am going to talk to you today about the 5 things that I've learned about business from running a spa. So it is no secret that when I partnered with Jessica for Skinphorea, that I had absolutely no experience with running a spa or running a business, like none. I had never written a business plan. I had never came up with a business strategy. Honestly, entrepreneurship wasn't even anything that I was planning to do, and I definitely would have never thought about owning a spa. However, I knew that I wanted to make great investments. Before I started with Skinphorea, I had a strong background in sales and in management. I also have a degree in psychology and sports management, and little did I know that those 4 things combined would allow me to run a successful business. So here are the 5 things that I've learned about business from running a spa. Number 1, you cannot do it all by yourself. Paying to outsource will actually make you more money. You cannot be the HR manager, the front desk assistant, social media director, the store manager, the trainer, and the payroll director, and think that you are going to be successful. You will spread yourself way too thin. You will get focused on the everyday task and not profit. You will be overly stressed with mundane tasks, and you will actually lose money as well as make multiple careless mistakes simply because you just cannot do it all. For instance, you don't know anything about payroll taxes, so why are you doing your own payroll? Hire a payroll company and avoid that IRS headache. You've never had more than 500 followers on your Instagram page, but you're running the social media accounts for your company. Turn that over to someone who knows how to get you followers, post engagement. New business owners sometimes don't realize that an owner is a CEO. You will never see a CEO of any company doing day-to-day tasks. CEOs are great at delegating duties to get more money to the company. As a business owner, you have to realize quickly that your sole responsibility is bringing in fresh ideas, problem solving, and delegating duties to increase the company's revenue and profit share. You cannot and will not be successful if you are answering the phones and scheduling appointments for your business. Number 2, hire smart. Don't always hire what appears to be the best. I know that sounds silly, but trust me, don't always hire the person that has a flawless resume or has a flawless interview. Hire the person that can take directions and be easily trained. The person that has the best resume, the best interview are usually some of your worst employees. They figured out a way to make themselves look good on paper, but they're usually late, self-entitled, a little bit on the lazier side. Now, of course, this isn't true always, but you will start to notice a trend that a perfect resume equals a not so perfect employee. And then you'll notice that the employee that was a little bit too nervous at the interview, answered a few questions awkwardly, or had a few typos on their resume, but you still gave them a chance and hired them, they end up becoming some of your best, most reliable, and most loyal employees. You just have to remember that just because a person may not immediately present themselves as being the best, it doesn't mean that they cannot accept constructive criticism and actually apply it. Number 3, be a risk taker. Now that you've outsourced your everyday task and you've hired some good employees, now it's time to be innovative and take risk. Try to be the first to have something in your area. Like in our case with Skinphorea, we were the first spa in Michigan to offer facials in a bar setting. Now, facial bars are all over the West Coast and in New York, but we were the first to bring something new and innovative to Michigan, and it worked. So as a business owner, you should always be looking at what new product or service can you bring so you can develop and bring in that market share. Number 4, ABC, always be closing. Sales, sales, sales. You have got to love it, and more importantly, understand it. If you do not like sales, you should never become an entrepreneur, period. Everything you do at every company you own, or even the companies you work for, the bottom line is always sales, revenue, and profit. Now, some companies may try to disguise that they're not into sales and that you won't have sales goals, etc. But no one would be in business if they are not making sales. Now, it is also true that some products and services, especially when you're in the beauty industry, will sell themselves. But if you are totally uninterested in talking to customers about your products and services in order to make a sale, again, entrepreneurship is not for you. And 5, love your business fully and unconditionally. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And what I mean by that is there will be, especially in the beginning, more downs than there are ups. Please do not buy into the narrative that a lot of people are selling as far as I opened up my business and 1 year later I'm making millions. It's not impossible, but it's definitely not anywhere near the norm. So you have got to really love what you are doing, love what you are selling, and love where you are at in that moment. Because as an owner, if you don't have immediate success, you cannot let that discourage you. Also, when you learn to really love your business, and I mean everything about your business, from your employees, the products that you are selling, your customers, it will show in your day-to-day attitude, and that whole mantra of manifesting and putting out positive vibes and things being returned to you is all facts. And not to just sell you on a bunch of cliches, the reason why loving your business works is because if you truly love your products, you will learn to understand what they are, what they do, what kind of results that they give, and you'll learn to speak about them in a way that customers can then relate to without sounding super salesy or that you are only trying to push your products. People will understand that you know what you are talking about and that you are an expert, and therefore they trust you and it will translate over to a sale automatically. Same thing with loving your employees. If they know that at the bottom of everything, you're all about making sure the workplace is safe, sanitary, stress-free, and above everything, you're about trying to get them more dollars into their paycheck, they will help you with the overall mission of your company and make you a success. So you just have to learn to love your business on its best and worst days.